Hello friends and enemies, welcome to or back to Happy for Now. It's me Isabel here with a fun video for you today. So I'm sure you've seen, maybe you haven't, I don't know. Maybe you've seen, maybe you haven't seen these lists going around of like opposites of like popular tropes. Some people call them reverse tropes, things like that. I will say this, I don't consider like she's grumpy, he's sunshine like a reverse trope. That's just grumpy sunshine. It doesn't matter that like it's flipped from what like someone might consider the norm, I guess. Because to me, it doesn't matter who's grumpy and who's sunshine in the relationship for these books. But there is just this huge list and it's so fun to read. And I went through that list and was just thinking about like things I also would love to see more of in my books. So I just thought we'd kind of go over that. At least I have read books of, but I want more of them still. Like it's not enough. So yeah, let's talk about my reverse trope dream list and like obviously if I've read one or not. First of all, he is being stalked, or the other person, like the main stalker is like female presenting instead of the like he's the stalker situation. This one's more gendered because I feel like we usually don't get female stalkers. I do have a book lined up that I'm going to be reading here. I'll be a TikTok vlog for it. And I'm very, very intrigued because it appears that our heroine is the stalker. And honestly, I'm excited because I've only read this one other time and it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. She really badly followed him around, which was like hilarious, but I want someone who's not bad at it. So fingers crossed we're about to have one of those. Next one, kidnapping, y'all. Listen, heroines get kidnapped all the time. I want the bad person to be the one getting kidnapped. And I have read one. I read Kidnapped by the Mafia Boss, and that one was funny, but I need more because that was not quite enough. She also had help from her like weird stalkers. This one just had like all the things happening. I really want another one where somehow, some way, the love interest is kidnapped, is like the mafia boss, the leader of a thing, and is kidnapped by the other love interest to be like badly or well. It doesn't matter to me, honestly. Badly could be hilarious and well could be also funny. Because I just think it would be funny. Like, I think that's such a funny concept and would be so fun. Like, oh no, it's like kidnap this guy. Like, I also really love the idea of the too many beds trope versus there's only one bed or only one room trope. I think it would be so funny if we got more books featuring there's too many beds. I know that one of the Courtney Milan historicals has this. She's trying to get the innkeeper to tell them there's not enough rooms, but there's like tons of rooms available. But I think it would also be funny if it was like, well, we only have one room, but there's 5 beds. You know what I mean? Like something really goofy like that would just be very funny to me. And I just think it would be enjoyable to read because it kind of subverts what we're expecting. Okay, another one that I think we get a lot of it is like city person, burb person, like suburbia person to the country and being lost. I need the opposite. I need country person coming into the big city and being lost out their mind. Like, I want that. I want the reverse. I want the country person coming into the city and being like, what is going on? And I don't even read like cowboy romance or cowgirl romance really, but I think it'd be really funny. It'd be like, why aren't they line dancing at the bar? Like, just like, there could be some really funny things here, depending on where we put them. In what city we put them, but I just think that would be a really funny romance. And again, silly. And I just want more silly. I wanted people to lean into some of the sillier tropes here. So similar on the like, they kidnapped the mafia boss, the villain, the whatever. I really, really, really want more books where she's the bodyguard. So like, she's the trained like bodyguard and he is just like kind of a bumbling idiot maybe, or perhaps just trying to survive something. I don't know. I don't really care. I want her to be the bodyguard and protect the guy. I've definitely got like some sapphic bodyguard romances on my list, but I just think it'd be really interesting to see the gender flip on this one 100% because like how cute would that be? In a similar vein, I like the idea of like she's the athlete and he's the nerd. Like that could also be very fun. Another one that I feel like is very similar to a trope I love, which is the meet dangerous. So like instead of a meet cute, they meet in like a dangerous situation or violently knives at each other's throats, you know? What about if instead of that we get the hate at first sight? So like your first interaction with this person is so terrible, you immediately hate them. We've all had those interactions. We've all met those people. I want that like so badly. I want that so badly. And I think it would, like I said, it's very on par with kind of the meet dangerous, meet violent, but like without the violence element, like they cut you in line, or I just like stuff like that where it's like they're never getting redeemed, or they're like mean to your friend and you're like their enemy number one and you meet them and you're just like I hate them, and then they like have to work their way back into your graces. I just think that would be so fun. Also so much better than these attempts at enemies to lovers that do not deliver. Okay, another one I have on my list is, you know, a lot of romance books are like, it was the best one night stand of my life, this is the best sex of my life, blah blah blah. No, I want them to have like a one night stand, and I don't know, I feel like this exists, but I don't think I've read it. Like a one night stand that is the worst sex of their lives, and then like we have a redemption arc, because I just think that would be really funny, whether that's like they're too drunk or they both would need to be like kind of intoxicated for that to work for me, but just like something goes wrong and it does not work, and like nobody orgasms or something like that, like the worst sex of their lives, but then we get a redemption. I'm just saying that could be really fun. Another one that I think would be really funny is like if you had someone had to fake amnesia in a book. So instead of like actually having amnesia, which like amnesia can be a really fun trope to read, it's all about how they're like faking the amnesia so that they can get through a situation. I don't know, something about that to me just sounds really, really funny. And like it would be an absolute freaking blast. Another one is like the guy that everyone loves, but he hates you and you hate him. So he's just like a generally like a good guy, we'll call it, but for whatever reason there's just this constant friction between the two characters, and everyone's like, I don't understand, like I don't understand why you don't like him, and you're like, he's so mean to me and he hates me and I hate him, and they're all like, I don't see it, I don't get it. Like that situation would be so good, would be so good. I would lose my mind for that in a book. I think it would be absolutely the most entertaining thing ever. Or if vice versa, like he could be like, I really don't like her, or any pairing, right? Just like a total dislike / hatred for each other. Again, not quite enemies though, to everyone being like, why? Like they're really nice, they're really kind, they're fantastic, like all these things that like redeem them, and you're like, it doesn't matter, I don't like them. I would die for this. Okay. And then the next one is a himbo CEO. It's like we get all these like really smart billionaire romances where they're like, CEO running businesses, blah 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 blah. I need the himbo business owner, CEO person. I need the one who is like kind of gonna lose the business, kind of maybe gonna lose his money if he doesn't get it together. I need the himbo situation to be at the point of like a risk of massive losses or something, and the love interest comes in to like help fix this. Please, it would be so good. So good. It would be so funny. The next one is I would really want a female love interest to be the mafia boss, which again, I have it on my TBR and I'm very hopeful, like fingers freaking crossed it's good, but that would be really fun to me. I think that, again, another thing that would turn the stuff on its head a little. And I've read the Maria Marivilla's Skeleton of Society series, which does have that. Specifically book 1, she runs a cartel, kind of, but like I want it like super acknowledged that she is in charge, because that would just be so fun to me. You know, I feel like this is one of the things that there's like a lot of flexibility in what could or could be, but this is just like my like weird little like dream wish list of things I would love to see in a book. Not one book. I need these spread out across multiple books. If you have suggestions for any of the ones I said, please let me know down below. If you have ones you want to see, also let me know down below, because I feel like the list is like semi never ending, but I thought it would just be fun to kind of talk about some of these, because why not? So yeah, that's the video. If you don't want to do any of that, you can leave me a cherry emoji in the comments. I just finished the 7-Up's Shirley Temple priorities. I will have links to any of the handful of books I know that fit these tropes for you down there, I guess. Links to my friend anywhere on the internet. And I will be back to talk to y'all in just a few days. Bye.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away